Welcome back to Football Daily Weekly. I'm here standing in as your host once again, alongside Dave O'Brien and Adam Keyworth from Blue Moon Rising TV. Here to answer your questions. Remember, you could submit your questions in the comments below or by hitting us up on Twitter at Football Daily UK. Right, first question. It's a bit of a tough one. From Electro Vidal. Apart from Lloris, would any other Spurs player make it into a combined Spurs-Arsenal 11?
Ooh.
Let's draw this out.
Let's do this.
We're going to go for a 4-1-4-1 formation. You've got to put Lloris in goal.
Yeah.
Unarguable. So let's say we're going on current form right now. Who's the right back? You're looking at Bellerin or Kyle Walker?
I'd probably go with Bellerin. I think against Newcastle he was really good, and then against City he's been really good, and then against Villa he's been really good. He's a young, talented individual, and I think it's going to really kick on now. Bellerin
or Walker?
Bellerin after seeing him against City.
I'll go Kyle Walker, but I've been outvoted. Centre backs, we've got Vertonghen, Koscielny, Mertesacker, Fazio, Kabul. I think we've got to go for Koscielny, probably the best out of all of them.
Yeah,
and alongside him, Mertesacker or Vertonghen?
Probably go with Vertonghen.
Yeah, get a Spurs player in there early.
Vertonghen,
on form this season, perhaps better than Mertesacker, so we'll just chuck him in. Left back, so we're basically going Nacho, Monreal or Gibbs, aren't we? Because
even I'd say Monreal at the moment.
Monreal on current form.
Well, I think the thing is, you'd probably say Gibbs if you're thinking of a player, but Gibbs can't get in the team. Monreal's been that good recently.
Current form, we'll put in Nacho. So if we play the 4-1-4-1 defensive midfield, Coquelin on current form, he's been pretty important to them recently. A lot of Arsenal players, isn't it? Right side, Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah.
Easy. So then in the middle, we're looking at Ozil, Cazorla, Eriksen, Ramsey.
Cazorla, I'd say.
Over Ozil. No Ozil.
No Ozil. Ozil out.
Yeah, Ramsey, Cazorla. Ozil has only just
come back.
Had a decent game against Villa.
I would argue,
but I think
Ozil over Ramsey. Ramsey, I don't know. He's not cutting it this season, is he? He's not really.
He was good at the start of the season. Maybe on form.
Current form.
Okay, you can have one. You can have Ozil.
Cazorla in the middle, well, left. Let's put in Eriksen. Let's crowbar him on the left. So no Spurs player.
Scored more goals from outside the area in Europe's top 5 leagues than any other player. 5 goals.
There you go.
Brilliant player.
Another brilliant stat. So up front, basically it's either Giroud, Welbeck, or Harry Kane. Who are we going for? I'm going to argue Harry Kane. Young. Very promising, top scorer in the Premier League this season, all competitions.
I'm going to back you up.
Current form.
It's got to be Harry Kane.
Hey, current form.
Olivier Giroud. I suppose he did get red card recently, didn't he? So, fair enough.
He's outvoted. So we've got Lloris in goal, Bellerin on right back, Vertonghen and Koscielny in central defence, Nacho Monreal at left back, Coquelin in defensive midfield, Sanchez on the right, Ozil and Cazorla in the middle. Eriksen on the left, and your man Harry Kane up front. I hope that's answered your question. 4. Yeah, so another 3 in there apart from Lloris. Not great, but next question, also from Electro Vidal, says: do Arsenal need a new striker? Lacazette potentially. Should they trust Giroud and Welbeck next season, or should they bring in the on-form Frenchman?
Lacazette's been pretty outstanding this season. 21 goals in 22 games. Only Messi and Ronaldo have scored more goals in Europe's top 5 leagues.
Can't argue that.
100% going to be better than Giroud, and Welbeck offers so much more mobility. Take-ons. He's just a better player, better all-round player. But I don't think Giroud's a bad option.
Do they need to upgrade or not upgrade?
I don't think it's an upgrade. I think maybe they just need another striker.
Yeah.
I think that's the other thing. I think if they want to push on and not move sideways again, if they want to go forward and challenge for the title, they do need someone like Lacazette.
Next question. Matthew Sharp asks, is Cuadrado a good signing, and where does he fit in at Chelsea?
Excellent signing. He showed at the World Cup he can play on the right. Got 4 assists at the World Cup. His form at Fiorentina has been brilliant of late. He's very explosive. He'll beat a man, get a shot on goal. He's completed 279 take-ons since joining Fiorentina, which is over 50 more than any other player. So he likes to beat a man. He's been playing off a striker this season, so he's been playing off Mario Gomez, which will be interesting to see where he fits in at Chelsea. I think he'll go on the right.
In Willian's position.
But then Willian is a good player. Willian is also an explosive player, so it is a bit of, we've got all the attacking midfields in the league.
Is Cuadrado going to be as good coming back as Willian is? Is he going to have the same attitude? I'm not too sure, but no doubt they've got themselves a cracking player.
Rob Walker asks, is Bonny the man to fire Manchester City to the title?
Oh, potentially. I think we saw against Chelsea at the weekend. We kind of missed something to break them down. And I think if you've watched Bonny at the African Cup of Nations, he's been Ivory Coast's standout player. I'm really excited to see him. He brings something different to Dzeko. People say, is he going to replace Dzeko? I'm not too sure. He holds the ball up better. He's more technically gifted. and his goal-scoring record speaks for itself. So, yeah, potentially, I think he's going to change things up, and that's what we need right now.
Footy Leo says, was there any malicious intention behind Costa's stamp? So last week he stamped arguably twice on 2 Liverpool players. It was a complete accident, or was he?
I think you've got to, like, if you're going to give Diego Costa stick and you're going to get physical with him, potentially you've got to kind of see that he might give you something back.
I think he's got to be cleverer than he is as well.
I think
don't do it, and you're not going to get. I know it might be an accident that he stood on him or whatever. Just rein it in a little bit.
I think the fact he does this sort of stuff almost every game, and the fact it was twice in one game suggests it probably was an accident. I think he meant it. Amir Zaki asks, is Mario Gotze a future Ballon d'Or winner?
He started promising this season. I think he scored 7 goals after the first 6 games, the most in the Bundesliga for a midfielder, but he sort of dropped off again. He shouldn't have left Dortmund, in my personal opinion. He should have been starting every single week with Marco Reus. They had a lovely understanding together, and I think he really has kind of gone to Bayern Munich, saw the cash. Now he's sort of suffering on the bench. He didn't even start against Wolfsburg, he came on.
Carlos Andrade says, should Barcelona sack Luis Enrique? I'm going to go for no, because they haven't lost a game since they lost to Sociedad. What do you reckon? Should get rid of him?
Who else are they going to get in? Messi? Messi as manager?
Messi as manager, yeah. Yes,
there are no other managers about, are they really? And no.
Maybe at the end of the season,
potentially.
Get rid of him, try and lure Carlos Puyol into the manager's role. Xavi, Ronald Koeman.
Oh, I don't know.
Pep Guardiola.
Get him back, yeah. DNO221 says, what is the best ever Premier League defensive partnership? What are the options here? We're looking at Vidic and Ferdinand.
Carvalho Terry. Adams Keown.
Distan and Dunn.
Ledley King, Michael Dawson, of course. What are we thinking?
I don't want to have to admit it, so you can say.
Yeah, it'll be Vidic Ferdinand, I reckon.
Vidic Ferdinand, the best of all time. Easy one, that one. Anurag Srivastara says, is Tomas Rosicky underrated?
No, he's overrated.
Wow.
One performance against Brighton and Hove Albion, and everyone's losing their shit about him.
So he's overrated. You're saying Tomas Rosicky is overrated?
He's a very, very good player. He was brilliant for the Czech Republic in Euro 2000, whenever it was, 4 or 6 or sometime, and that's it really. He's a decent squad player, but
people are getting a bit excited. Yeah, they're getting a bit overexcited.
Maybe he's so underrated he's overrated. Everyone bangs on about how underrated he is. Well, stop. Maybe he's not underrated then. You're all talking about it.
He said it, not me. Right, that's all we've got time for. Thanks for your questions. Remember, you can get some more questions in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Thanks to Dave and Adam for coming in. And we'll see you next time.